Crypto Warriors, it's Sergeant Crypto back at it again. Today is Monday, the 28th of September, 2020. Excuse me. There's an opportunity to get free Bitcoin in the description below. It's the first link in the description below for you to get free Bitcoin. Now, let's get into it. Pretty much trading sideways over the past 24 hours, and everything is still following Bitcoin as we see. Nothing spectacular is happening right now. So there you have it. Checking out the top 20. Yeah, nothing spectacular. I mean, over the past 7 days, you got these guys moving. I'm not even going to mention this one, but I don't even know why it's in the top 10. We're going to be talking about Ethereum in this video today and the major opportunity that's available right now in the Ethereum market, or investing in Ethereum, period. Again, not financial advice. Just here to try to point out to you guys of what's happening in the space and the opportunities that's available to us to try to take advantage of them. All right, let's get into it. Give me a follow on Twitter at SergeantCrypto99. And my video yesterday spoke about NFTs. And then this came to my attention. Juicy NFTs. Give them a follow as well. Tracking the NFT industry. Follow us for the latest NFT updates and metrics and news. And here it is. This is their website. Juicy NFTs. Juicy NFTs. Total 24-hour NFT volume is over $200 million. In my video yesterday, I stated it was a $100 million market, and we're already seeing that it's starting to slowly grow. What are your thoughts on NFTs? Let me know. Speaking of Ethereum, ETH 2.0 dev update number 56, getting ready for Spadina. Testnet updates and hard fork capabilities. Spadina testnet release Genesis event rehearsal. Spadina testnet has been set to Genesis on September 29th at 12 p.m. UTC. That's about 7 a.m. Not about, that is 7 a.m. Our time, or my time here on the East Coast. This is a dress rehearsal testnet for the community to practice send and deposit is launching beacon nodes and validator clients starting from Genesis. The testnet is meant to be short-lived, 3 days, only 3 days. And after, whoever wants to maintain can continuously maintain it. So they're just giving a quick 72-hour run to test everything out. I think if this runs smoothly over the next 3 days, we're going to see ETH 2.0 launch before the end of this year. Next, speaking about scaling on ETH, DAI and MakerDAO integrates with Matic network for instant transaction. Another major stablecoin decided to experiment with layer 2 solutions to increase speed of transactions. All right, so we have Matic network, an India-based blockchain team tasked with building Ethereum scalability solutions, has announced that veteran stablecoin DAI by MakerDAO will integrate with its infrastructure. And here it is. Since Matic network significantly increases the throughput of Ethereum, this integration will bring low latency transactions with trivial cost. This collaboration is timely due to enormous gas price spikes caused by the DeFi related Ethereum overload. We all know what's been happening with DeFi. There's even an article I kind of glimpsed over today speaking about the fact that Ethereum gas prices, or the fees on Ethereum, are way higher or surpassed Bitcoin for the first time or something to that effect. And yeah, it's all because of this DeFi situation and trying to yield farm and all that. Excuse me, I don't know what's wrong with me. Let me get some water. Next, we come getting it from Cointelegraph. Big adoption news. EY, Ernst & Young, releases new tool for analyzing Bitcoin transactions and on-chain data. Big Four accounting firm EY has launched a new solution for investigating on-chain data, including Bitcoin transactions. This is huge news for adoption. One of the major or large, or one of the big four accounting firms that does audits worldwide, Ernst & Young, have a new tool that they launched for analyzing on-chain data, and it's all open and everything. All right, and here it is. EY has launched a new procurement solution on its Ops Chain platform, EY Ops Chain Network Procurement, which will expectedly enable companies to privately and securely conduct end-to-end procurement activities on the Ethereum blockchain. So not only do they have a solution for tracking and analyzing Bitcoin transactions on chain, but they also have a solution for supply chain and keeping it and using the Ethereum public blockchain, not some Hyperledger stuff or some private blockchain or something to that effect, right? or some DLT. They're actually using the Ethereum chain. So ETH 2.0 launching soon, it will definitely help in this transition or in the use of this new tool. And here it is. This is again, this is coming from prnewswire.com. New blockchain-based EY Opschain network procurement solution helps complex enterprises manage spend globally. EY Opschain network procurement solution, a first-of-its-kind solution built on the EY Opschain platform that allows companies to run private, secure, and end-to-end procurement activities on the public Ethereum blockchain. As more and more companies work as part of the global business networks, it has become difficult to manage network-level agreements from inside a single enterprise resource planning system. Basically, as these companies try to communicate with each other with one maybe using something from Amazon, or one may be using something from Microsoft, or whatever the case is. Now with this ops chain network, they could all communicate to each other, and they could all see what's happening publicly on the Ethereum blockchain, but also have a private transactions as well. It's just great adoption news, and we're seeing the Ethereum blockchain being used by one of the again, the big four accounting firms that's out there. Big news for Ethereum. And I'm going to play a video towards right now. I'm going to attach a video coming from Aimstone YouTube channel. The original video is from Swan Bitcoin, or the Swan Bitcoin YouTube channel, where they interviewed Raoul Pal and an Ethereum, not Ethereum, I'm sorry, a Bitcoin developer, DJ or VJ, and they basically, Raoul Pal gave his opinions on why he's also bullish on Ethereum. All right, he doesn't see Ethereum as money, and I definitely agree with him. And he sees Ethereum being used as well, and it's a good argument. And I'm going to play that clip right now, and you guys let me know what you think about his ideas on that. Thanks for watching. Smash that like, hit that subscribe button and notification bell to get notified when I upload new videos, and stick around for that clip from Aimstone, basically using his clip. It's a good video to watch on Swan, the Swan Bitcoin channel, because if you want to get the full video, it's a good podcast to listen to or watch as well. Let's get it.
I'll also talk about, or go back to DeFi, which you mentioned earlier, Raoul. And in last month's GMI, you also talked about a revolution in DeFi. You said that it's even possible that the Ethereum ecosystem in due course could be worth more than the Bitcoin ecosystem, just due to the scalability of its application. Again, you say it doesn't compete with Bitcoin, it complements it.
Yeah,
so you want to talk more? Yeah, go for it.
People get in such a stew about this in their tribalism. I don't think of Ethereum as a currency. And I know the Ethereum 2.0 guys will say, well, it's going to be in scarcer supply. I just don't think that's its value proposition. And I don't think yet that Bitcoin's value proposition is the ecosystem. I think it's too valuable a collateral to do that with. I think its place will become as that pristine kind of foundational stone of this whole new financial system. Ethereum, to me, feels like a platform, a system, a layer. And so could that be worth more than the underlying? Of course it will. Because if you think the derivative market is worth a lot more than the underlying treasury market. So they're different things, but it's all part of this world. Much like central bank digital currencies are part of this world. Much like even private blockchains are part of this world. Everyone needs to get over this. They're all part of the same world. That doesn't take away from Bitcoin. They're not in competition. So if we look at it in market cap terms, we're looking at the wrong thing.
Fair. VJ, any reaction to that?
No, I agree with that. There were certainly credit cycles under the gold standard, and I sort of view these things as orthogonal, the derivatives market and the monetary base. I think it's totally possible and much more likely that Bitcoin will be the monetary base and the derivative market will be built on top of that monetary base. I don't view crypto as an asset class. I view it as an asset race. And I think Bitcoin is like Usain Bolt with a 50-mile head start. The network effect is much stronger. The amount of resources devoted, the mining energy that's put into Bitcoin, the brand. You'll never hear Ethereum mentioned in a mainstream publication without Bitcoin also being mentioned. I just think Bitcoin is way too far ahead. It's a race, and I think Bitcoin is going to win. I think, if you think about the bullish case for Ethereum, is that you'd have some sort of financial system built on it that's valuable enough that you need ETH to invest in that financial system. I just don't see that happening. I think these things that are being built are kind of cute. The DeFi stuff that's being built is cute as an experiment. I just think it's not. It can't scale.
Why could it not be? Why could it not be like a share price? Let's assume it's Google, right? Let's call Bitcoin Treasury bonds and Ethereum Google, right? To compare the two is not the same thing. Why could it not be a share price? What you're buying is a share of the future expected returns of that platform. Nobody's saying it's money. Nobody's saying it's a reserve asset. Two entirely different things. Could it not be that?
I don't believe so. I mean, I think they're both competing for the same reservation demand. I mean, that's how money gets its value, is reservation demand.
People are suggesting Ethereum's money. Who's saying it's money? Why is it just not?
It's acting as a monetary base on its own system. It's the way that you can do anything on Ethereum. You need to get hold of it. That's how it gets. That's how.
I don't think that's money. I think that's a slot on the blockchain, and you pay for your right. That's okay. I buy a theatre ticket, and it gives me a seat. I mean, I don't see why we have to think of Ethereum as money. I mean, I don't think it's money in any way, shape, or form, and should never be compared to Bitcoin. I just think it's like Google versus Treasury bonds. They're just part of the same universe of securities. No?
No, I don't think so. I think they're both forms of money competing against each other. All monies get their value from reservation demand, which is the desire to hold it. Ethereum gets its value, its price level, from people holding it and not doing anything with it. And I think people are convinced that there's value in holding Ethereum because someone else might use that Ethereum in the future for some application. And I don't buy that at all, because as I said, I don't think Ethereum can scale. I don't think once you get to doing finance at any kind of scale, Ethereum falls over. It's already falling over. If you look at the fees on Ethereum right now, at the very most nascent part of this DeFi revolution, it's falling apart. If you're going to need to scale this thing, if it becomes like a sort of a global system for finance, you're going to have to scale it 1,000x, and I don't think it can scale 10x. So I don't believe that it has the. I don't think they've solved these problems in computer science to make this work at anything more than an experimental scale.
Yeah, I mean, again, just to state my case clearly, because most people misunderstand this, is I do not think of Ethereum as money. I don't think of anything like Bitcoin. When it comes to reserve asset and the purity, I'm a Bitcoin maximalist, saying there is only one. As Vijay said, it passed that test. I sold out. I was long from, I don't know, $200, and I sold out into that huge rally, seeing what was going on, and I don't trust this. I don't know what's going to be the outcome. The outcome was the fork, and it all went to the existing blockchain, and that was brilliant. And as Vijay said, I think that was the big test. So I don't have any doubts in my mind what Bitcoin is. I'm really interested in the whole digital asset space. I am involved with all sorts of people where I'm talking about the future of music industry, the future of supply chains, all sorts of things. I don't think that's a good use of the Bitcoin blockchain, but I do think it's a good use of blockchain. And yes, blockchain absolutely is a database, but it happens to be pretty good for certain reasons. And it doesn't have to be efficient because it doesn't have to be a social one. There can be other variations and uses for it that I'm already seeing everywhere. Just the ability to have the recorded ownership, even amongst a group of trusted parties, in blockchain form is actually quite useful. So I'm not worried about that. I'm incredibly bullish on the digital asset space. I don't buy any tokens. I don't do any of that stuff. I'm interested at a macro level. But I do see a huge opportunity for future investment in long-short strategies in tokens, because I think there's some really interesting businesses out there that most of them get written down because it's a very behavioral wash-in, wash-out strategy. I think that's very interesting. I think there's going to be a lot there. And again, it's nothing to do with Bitcoin. It's nothing to do with the competition. It's nothing to do with the currency. They're just different things. They just both happen to be digital.
Raoul is correct when he says they could both exist in the space together. Bitcoin and Ethereum. Bitcoin as money and Ethereum as that network for decentralized apps. Let me know what you guys think in the comment section below. Smash that like, hit that subscribe button and the notification bell to get notified when I upload new videos, and I'm out. Peace.